Hi everyone, in this video we tested 7 cleaners on bare metal to see which cleaned best with an adhesion test. The results were surprising. We're going to use galvanized steel junction box covers, sand with 60 grit sandpaper, spray with WD-40, clean with each of these 7 cleaners, spray on primer, and perform adhesion test. Got that? Here's test 1 of 2. The covers were sanded with 60 grit sandpaper. The dust was wiped off and the cover screwed onto a board. Labels were placed with each corresponding cleaner. X is a control that was wiped only with a paper towel. This scrap PVC fitting controlled the spray area of the WD-40. This was repeated 7 more times. 1 hour dry time, then the pieces were cleaned. A new paper towel and gloves were used to clean each sample. X was only cleaned with a paper towel. IA, 70% isopropyl alcohol. SG, simple green. LT, lacquer thinner. MS, mineral spirits. ACE, acetone. BKL, brake clean. GWR, grease and wax remover. The covers were air dried for 1 hour and then sprayed with a coat of primer. 2 hours dry time and a second coat was applied. The covers were dried overnight before the adhesion test. Then the adhesion test prep, where the adhesion test cutter came into play. The paint was scored or cut with 2 passes, followed with 2 more perpendicular cuts. And here is a look at the tiny squares cut into the paint of each cover. The contractor grade masking tape was cut into lengths and applied over the cut paint. A plastic putty knife was used to firmly press the masking tape onto each cover. And now pull test 1. Pulling the tape straight up with a steady motion, remove the paint from areas with weak adhesion. So the more metal that can be seen indicated poor adhesion, and the less metal seen indicated good adhesion. The results of pull test 1 were 8th, brake clean. 7th, lacquer thinner. 6th, acetone. 5th, mineral spirits. 4th, simple green. 3rd, isopropyl alcohol. 2nd, grease and wax remover. And 1st, no cleaner at all. I also made a control sample that had WD-40 dried on the surface and was not cleaned with a cleaner or paper towel. Moving on to pull test 2 of 2. The covers were flipped over and prepped exactly the same way. And here is pull test number 2. Again, the more metal that can be seen indicated poor adhesion, and the less metal seen indicated good adhesion. Pulling the tape straight up with a steady motion removed the paint from areas with weak adhesion. The results of pull test 2 are on the blue pieces of tape and were 8th, simple green. 7th, brake clean. 6th, acetone. 5th, no cleaner. 4th, lacquer thinner. 3rd, mineral spirits. 2nd, grease and wax remover. And 1st, isopropyl alcohol. The scores of tests 1 and 2 were added together, and the lower the total, the better. The overall results were 8th, brake clean. Tied for 6th, simple green and acetone. 5th, lacquer thinner. 4th, mineral spirits. 3rd, no cleaner. And tied for 1st, grease and wax remover and isopropyl alcohol. So with the test results, I tried the following. Sanded a cover and sprayed it with WD-40, cleaned with grease and wax remover, isopropyl alcohol, and then wiped it clean with a paper towel for one final adhesion pull test. And virtually no paint was removed.